Runner on at first with one gone. Sammy Guillen, the next to hit for the Orioles. And that's in there for strike one. And you had a cameo in the movie Moneyball as an Orioles player in a highlight clip. That misses the zone, and the count is 1-1. There's a strike. Cabral leads off first with one away. Runner takes off. There's a ball. Throw to second. Tag. Out at second.
You know, I always felt as a base runner, base stealer that, you know, if you can get in that first, second, maybe third pitch, get your jump and steal second base, you had a much better chance of being successful. As it gets deeper into that at bat and those pitches rack up, you almost get a little more flat-footed, and you got to be sharp to get that jump and to beat a good throw down to second base. Just wasn't able to do it right there.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. Lewis throws to first, and that will end the inning. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And now for the Jays, Roy Shelby. First pitch just misses. In the air, out towards left center. Can't get there. Base hit. Into second base. The tying run is on with a leadoff double. Roy Shelby with his first major league hit. And this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen. And when it does, it can kind of be overwhelming, Boog. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you could take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you've worked to get here.
So the batting order turns over. Clinton Robles next up for the Blue Jays. Foul ball. Fought off foul. No outs. Runner on second. That one misses, and the count 1-2. Line, and that's a base hit. Headed for the plate. He scores to tie it up. It's 1-1.
Big RBI for him right there. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Go ahead run on base. Tim Montenegro next up for the Blue Jays. And the first offering is not close. And he deals. And it's even up. At the belt and fires. Line drive. McCallum makes the grab, and there's one down.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Robert Hassel III next up for the Blue Jays. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away. Mansingy, he hit that ball right on the sweet spot. According to StatCast, the exit velo 110 miles an hour.
Yeah, Boog, I mean, that right there is an absolute missile. And he just put a great swing on it, squared it up perfectly. Those are the ones that feel really good.
And now here is Angel Quinones. Runners at first and second with one gone. Next offering is in for a strike.
You know, Boog, if you're that base runner at second base, you want to be quiet out there. Not bouncing around, not distracting your teammate, the hitter. Make sure that he can clearly focus on that pitcher and that release point.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
In the air to left center. That's a base hit. Robles headed for the plate. Just ahead of the throw, he scores. It's 2-1.
Well done. Drives in the run. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely. And that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
Now the Orioles manager is out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Coming out for the Orioles, Lewis O'Neill. It's his job to keep his team in the game.
Well, at this point of the ball game, we're talking about middle innings, and you need a little length out of this arm coming out of the bullpen. We'll see just how many outs he's able to give his skipper.
The pitch. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
And the righty deals. Hit on the ground, might be 2. Toss to second, and that's quick work out of the pen. One batter, 2 outs, inning over. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. Blue Jays 2 and the Orioles 1.